What's good, y'all? This your girl. Hey, we're on death row. I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I got to thinking, and I'm like, I started making this juice, and I decided I wanted to try to make some type of a juice that will ultimately target on my pancreas because I'm a type 1 diabetic, and if you know anything about type 1 diabetes, it's not type 2 diabetes, meaning you didn't become this way from whatever, being overweight necessarily or whatever. Through learning, though, it does definitely go right back to the diet. So, if you're born a type 1 diabetic, I wasn't, but if you're born a type 1 diabetic, then that means your mom had a horrible diet. And essentially that was the combination with mine. That along with eating horrible for the first 15 years of my life, those combined together made me a type 1 diabetic. So what they tell you is when you are diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic is that your pancreas is dead. It doesn't work, which is completely false. Through my research, starting with Dr. Sebi, didn't find too much there, but he did say a statement that type 1 diabetes is false because without the pancreas, it is a major organ in the body. Without the pancreas, you could not live. So, which makes a lot of sense because I looked it up. It is definitely a major organ in the body. So if it didn't work at all, I wouldn't be alive. So I said, okay, I need to dive deeper. I couldn't find too much else about what he was saying. Everything that comes up when you type in diabetes, whether it's type 1 or not, it talks about type 2 diabetes. So essentially, what doesn't work in my pancreas, or what the part that's clogged up, is the part that makes insulin. My pancreas is not producing insulin. So I need to find a way to unclog it, basically, is what Dr. Sebi said. And through years, I didn't know where to go for that because nobody I know, of course, knows anything. I'm the only type 1 diabetic I know, other than people that I've met in the hospital that was a type 1 diabetic with me, that took the class with me to really go over everything. So I don't know anybody that's personally a type 1 diabetic. So I can't talk to them about what I need to do to heal that shit. You know what I mean? So finally, throughout the years, last year, 2023, I discovered Yaki Awaken. And he has lots of videos. Not lots, but he does have enough videos to give us an understanding of what to do for type 1 diabetes. And if you watch my other videos, the different herbs and things that I've been taking and stuff like that, like the ashwagandha and the fenugreek, those specifically target the pancreas. So I was taking those and then I stopped, and now I'm taking the wormwood herb in combination with the whole cloves and I think it's walnut. That combination, along with the pau d'arco, those are cleansers to get rid of parasites. So I'm kind of bouncing around between herbs to clean the entire body, but I decided to put this combination of juice together because through listening to Yaki and really listening to my body and see what it responds to, well, I came up with this juice. Yaki Awaken said, and I also looked this up. Everything I've looked up, and this is what I found. So this is what I decided to do today. Pineapples have a chemical in it called bromelain that is also produced by the pancreas. So I thought that would be awesome to try. Pears, high water content. I noticed that they work well with my body. So I wanted to put that in the juice as well. That's why I call the juice the 3 P's. And then the third P is papaya. The papaya flesh is incredibly healing to the body. You know, Yaki Awaken says this. It's across the internet. You can look it up, do your own research. I got some acne going on. I don't have a lot of acne, but since I started the juice cleanse for sure, I've been raw for a minute. But when I started the juice cleanse for sure, they definitely coming out. So I ain't tripping. Get all the impurities out. Let's get going with it. So pineapple, pears, and papaya. So my goal is to cleanse the pancreas. I noticed that this is how I know what we've been taught as a type 1 diabetic is false. Our pancreas is dead, but my pancreas still produces the glucagon, which dumps sugar into the bloodstream to kickstart you when you get up in the morning. And type 1 diabetics usually refer to feet on the floor. You don't have to eat anything. As soon as you get up, your blood sugar rises. And because I don't have the balance for my... So here's the glucagon. I don't have the balance of the insulin to keep the sugar where it needs to be. The sugar continues to rise. So I have to take insulin to combat for that. Since I've been doing this high fruit diet, though, I have been taking very little insulin. Very little. Like I shared with you before, I'm at like 68 pounds right now. But as a total, I've lost 69. I can't seem to get to 201, but hopefully soon with this juice fast I can. I'm not gonna lie though, yesterday I fell off just a little bit, but I'm not like beating myself up over it. But it also taught me something. It shows me I'm not too far gone, and that this juice fast is achievable for me because I went all day. First I had watermelon juice, and then I had cantaloupe juice. And I drank the juice of a whole cantaloupe. And my sugar did rise. It was hard to kind of balance the insulin, but eventually I got it to come down. But melons are supposed to be extremely helpful for diabetes as well. Mine in particular, type 1. It's a little bit difficult, a little more difficult to manage, but it's doable. So this is what I got going. So I did that yesterday, but I slipped up, and I was just like starving at like 10. So I'm like, yo, I'm out of juice. I'm not going to make up some more juice because my juicer is loud because, hey, that's the one I could afford. But it works well. It was a $59 juicer. Fucking love it. It's way easier to use than my old juicer. So I made some mushrooms. I cut up 3 of them, seasoned them up, put them in the air fryer. Boom. Very little. Wasn't a lot of food. I decided not to make a whole salad because I didn't want to shit, I'm trying to do this juice fast. So even though the mushroom wasn't juice, I ate very little. It didn't tip the scale at all. In fact, it was going backwards. After I ate the mushrooms, it went down to like, it was like after I drunk the cantaloupe juice, I was up to 204.8. Still peeing like a motherfucker. So, of course, that was going to come down. When I went to go check it after I ate the mushroom shit, it was 204.7. So, it's not like it did much. I was still stuck to it. I ain't gonna lie though. I had some of these too. Not very much, but I did have some of these. And then early that morning, like I think it was like 2 in the morning, 2:30 this morning, my blood sugar dropped. And it kept dropping. So I was like, okay. It dropped to like 60 and and the arrow was pointing down on the continuous glucose monitor. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to eat a couple oranges. So I ate 2 mandarin oranges. It brought it up. Cool, right? So, I mean, it shows me, though, to curb my hunger. It is mind over matter, but to curb it, I really don't need that much to eat because I've already conditioned myself. I've already been fasting for majority of the day for most of the days I've been on this journey. And I do that anyway. Like the only time in my life other than when I was a kid maybe that I ate 3 meals a day was probably earlier this year or earlier last year and part of 2022. And that's when I ended up gaining all that weight. I couldn't lose it. I was very close to being immobile, not being able to move around and shit. So eating 3 meals a day has never resonated with me anyway. So I'm proud of myself that I don't need that much food to curb my hunger. And the more I do this, I feel like the better I'm going to become. You know, it's the second day. I'm going to try my hardest to, ignore what I feel like I'm just hungry and shit. I don't need that. But I wanted to focus on my 3P juice. It's probably not even a juice that I've created or anything like that, but it's the reason why I put these fruits together. I'm going to show you, I made about 24 ounces of it. And I'm going to try to sip on this. I'm not sure how much of this I'll drink today, but I want to have at least, 8 hours for the morning. When I get up. So, if I can start with 8 ounces and I'm good and I'm gonna be able to leave it, I'm gonna leave it at that. But again, pineapple, pears. It was a whole pineapple. It was like 4 pears and then a piece of a papaya. I had like 2 pieces of papaya. I like cut it and then cut it again. So like 2. About that thick, 2 circles of it. And yeah, that's my juice, man. I'm excited to try it. I'm gonna try to pour it up right quick or whatever. But 24 ounces of the juice, the foam part, I didn't count. So 24 ounces. Extremely, extremely excited to try this shit. I'm going to try to go as hard as I can on this juice. Tomorrow I'm going to head to the store and get some more pineapple, pears, and another papaya. And also, I'm going to try to do I'm going to juice some apples once a week. versus every day. Because at first I had it in my mind and we're okay, I can juice them every day, like boom, boom, boom. But I'm like, man, I really want to target the pancreas and I really want to focus on weight loss. So I figured these fruits would be a lot better to do that. But yeah, for sure. And I don't do anything special for my fruit. I just make sure to get them fresh. Because it is winter in Nebraska. It's not like I'm going to be able to go to a farmer's market. So yeah, I go to Walmart. Yeah, I go and get all my shit from there. It just depends. My budget is crazy right now because it is what it is. I don't have an income, so I got to get what makes sense for me. Some things I go organic, like the pears. It makes sense for me to get organic pears because they cost just about the same as getting inorganic pears. So why not? You know what I mean? Or like to cherry tomatoes and shit. It makes sense to get, why not get the organic? It costs like what, 30 cents more? Why not do that? You know what I mean? As far as the apples and the oranges, I do my best with those. Oranges cost like $8+. Like I'm not trying to fuck with that. Watermelon I am going to get some more of because I want to make sure I'm staying hydrated, but because I am on a high fruit diet right now, a juice diet right now, and that's all I'm trying to consume, maybe I might not be able to do that. Like last night I had to eat the oranges. Okay. Wasn't hungry for the oranges, but I needed to eat them to bring my sugar up. And that's one of the main reasons I keep me a bag of mandarin oranges, because that's essential for me. But for sure, I just wanted to get on here and make a quick video. I'm excited as fuck to start this juice. Let me know what you think. If there are any more tips I can do to heal my pancreas. Again, don't get on here telling me nothing about a type 2 diabetic. That's not me. I am a type 1 diabetic. And if you have constructive things to tell me about what I can do better, I'm cool with that. But if you get on here talking about, well, diabetes is diabetes, whatever the case may be, because I done had a hell of a lot of ignorant ass comments from family members. Like I almost cussed my cousin out, but I had to think like, she just ignorant. Let me not cuss her out. Because she ain't even going to understand why I'm cussing her out, even though I'm telling her in the cuss out why I'm cussing her out. But what I'm saying is just don't get on here and say, well, this for weight loss. That's not necessarily what I'm focused on. I'm focused on healing my pancreas so that I ain't got to take insulin no more. That has nothing to do with being a type 2 diabetic and losing weight. Okay? I'm already losing weight. I don't need help in that area. I'm focused on healing my pancreas. So please don't get on here saying anything ignorant. And it's crazy that I'm even saying that because my other videos don't even have comments. So probably if nobody see this, then great. It is what it is. But I'm putting it out there for people who are also looking for the same thing. What can I do to heal my pancreas? You know what I mean? Just straight up. Do the best you can. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the motherfucker to get on here to talk shit to anybody about whatever the fuck they doing or how they living their life. If you really feel like me just helping you, cool. But if you ask me, I'm going to go to science about it. Our body don't break down meat. So it's going to be a hell of a struggle for your body to get it the fuck out. Because it ain't supposed to be there anyway. So I'm living proof of a motherfucker that's been in chronic acidosis for decades, okay? So it is what it is. A motherfucker can't tell me shit about acid reflux, what they call heartburn. A motherfucker can't tell me nothing about immobility. Shit, I started walking with a cane at 23. Nobody can tell me, and I was active as fuck then. That was the most active I've been since I started this journey. That's the most active I've been when I was 23. I mean, even when I was traveling the country, I wasn't that active. I mean, I was still very active. I was able to work and whatever, but my body was slowly degenerating, and to the point where I couldn't work. And I ain't got no income. Doctors and shit don't believe me, Social Security, but fuck all that. I'm not here to have a pity party. I'm just trying to get as healthy as I can so I can maintain me. I'm trying to save myself. All that other shit, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not here sit here and complain about a motherfucking thing. I don't want to be a motherfucker that died from diabetes. I know it was genetically engineered and I got it. I know that. Nobody else in my family has type 1 diabetes. They all have type 2. There's a big difference between the two. They may be measured the same and all of that. Type 1 diabetes is a whole nother battle. So if you got type 2, hate to say it, but you lucky. You can do something about that shit and easily reverse it. Me, I technically have to do the impossible, even though it's already been done several times. But I have to do the impossible because, doctors literally tell you you're going to have this shit for the rest of your life. I don't want another life sentence. You think it's fun for me to take insulin? Hell nah. You think it's fun to be immobile? Hell the fuck nah. I hate living in pain. I got up today. I didn't go on a walk because it's cold as fuck. But I moved around a little bit. I stretched a little bit. I didn't do a whole lot, but my back has been fucking me up. That's why I feel like this juice fast is really going to help. It's only day 2, but January 3rd, day 2, but I'm getting on my shit. I got to bring hydration to these parts of the body, my back and my hips, the parts of my body that have been causing me to be immobile. I have to bring hydration to them, and I have to keep them moving. Like, straight up, that's what it is. Like, real life. I got to take this seriously. You know what I mean? This shit, I'm taking this juice fast to my heart and my pancreas. So the 3P juice, pineapples, pears, papaya. Pineapple, pears, papaya. 3P juice. I'm on it. I'm about to get up on this shit. I'm taking health seriously. I gotta be here. You know what I mean? Another thing I want to go over, I want to keep telling motherfuckers, if you seen my first video, my second video, I might have mentioned it, but the first video for sure, I've probably had two cooked, not even meals, because last night wasn't even a meal. It was literally a small snack. I've only had 2 cooked things probably in the past week. Probably longer than that. And it was the New Year's Eve. I ordered in from Modern Love. I had the 3 meatball, or it wasn't meatball, 3 mozzarella ball, lightly coated. All of it was vegan. So, and all that came out my body immediately because my body is not used to eating that shit no more. I don't eat a lot of cooked shit no more. I even cut out, I used to eat mushrooms every day. I cut that shit out. I've been eating raw for a while now. And so even when I ate the mushrooms, that shit came out. Like literally 2 hours later, it was out. My body was not on that shit, like at all. So I'm continuing to take the herbs because those definitely help with cleansing out. 100% tamarind helps. If you're having problems with digestion or whatever, this juice will definitely help. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video. It ended up being 25 minutes, but this is real shit. You on that health shit, this ain't got shit to do with a New Year's resolution. It ain't got shit to do with that. Straight up, Happy New Year to you if you celebrate the Happy New Year. It's all about numbers to me and how many months. That's it. Straight up. So, yeah. Straight up, I'm serious about this health. I'm serious about losing this weight. I'm serious about healing myself from type 1 diabetes. I keep going hard about the type 1 because motherfuckers don't understand. They just throw shit out there. The top 3, the third highest killer in the country is diabetes. No, it's type 2 diabetes. Let's be real about that. So I even changed my screensaver to be all fruit, papayas, grapes, strawberries. Grapes are amazing for healing the pancreas from diabetes type 1 or type 2. This juice is amazing for type 1 or type 2. I'm going to try it all together for the first time and see how the shit go. But I wish y'all love, health, prosperity, long life, longevity, positivity, sending all the vibes to everybody that's on this. Like straight up. Yeah, real shit, dude. Get up on your shit. Stay due diligence. You fall off, don't beat yourself up. Like last night, I fell off. I was like, damn, I'm fucking up bad. I really didn't. It is what it is. It was the first day. You know what I mean? Right now, it's 5:52. I'm about to dive into this juice. And, hey, that's just really finna be it right now. I've been looking at YouTube, getting inspired. That's what got me inspired to start moving my body a little bit from being so stiff. Like, I've been doing as much stretches as I can, but I want to kind of lightly go into it because even though motherfuckers say you got to push your body, you got to stretch anyway. I've been there. I've done that. I've been in this situation for 7 years. And the harder I go, literally, I won't be able to move. So I have to go slow. I have to do what I can and take it a little bit further each time. Like I'll do it like the last little bit I just did, the little workout I just did was about 10 minutes. Now I'm feeling good. I don't feel no pain in my body. I'm going to sip this juice, probably get up, try to do some more. I'm starting to feel a little bit of hunger in my stomach. That's when I'm going to drink this juice. And it should take care of that. Should hydrate me as well because I know I was about to lick my tongue out. That's probably not the best. But still though, even if I did, it would all be relevant. Show you that I am dehydrated. I still am combating acidosis. You know, I've been eating horrible for 30 years. Most of it ain't been my fault, but a lot of it has. You know what I mean? By the time I was a teenager in high school, that wasn't my fault. I got diagnosed and literally almost lost my life 2 weeks before my 16th birthday. From there, you know, a lot was going on at that time. So none of that was my fault. But once I got older, I tried to do the raw vegan thing when I was younger. That's when I first got my food processor and my juicer back then. But because I was staying with my mom, it's hard. You know what I mean? You try to do this raw shit and she trying to cook you a hot meal. Like, I get it, Ma. I appreciate it because it's coming from a place of love. But you got to understand, I'm trying to heal myself. I'm trying to get myself to where I need to be. Spiritually, consciously, all that. So it was hard to do it then. Now I'm thankfully in my own space. So I can do this. You know what I mean? It all comes down to me. And it all comes down to me. So literally, I decide what's in my fridge. I decide what's in my house. I got rid of all processed sugar. You can't find a crumble of processed sugar in my house. The only sugar I have in this motherfucker is I can't remember exactly what it's from. I don't use it no way. I don't even think I've ever opened it. But most of the shit comes from fruit, which is a different type of sugar, which is a lie that motherfuckers also have been told. This is the reason why I haven't had fruit in my diet for years, because they literally tell diabetics stay away from fruit. Then when you start talking about it a little bit more, then they'll say, oh, you know, berries are low in sugar and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if it's low or high in sugar. If it's going to heal your pancreas and get you off that motherfucking insulin, get you off that motherfucking medications, of course they ain't going to tell you that shit. You got to keep going back to paying. You got to keep paying for the shit. I don't pay for my insulin, luckily. But they need you to keep coming back so they can keep making money. My goal is to not ever see the doctor the fuck again. After this next year, I'm finna go hard as fuck. This next year, I don't plan to go to the doctor after 2024. I don't plan to ever see one again. That's my goal. My goal is to be at least beginning to be financially stable in 2024. I don't want to ever work for a motherfucker again. Okay? I don't even want to pay taxes. That's the route I'm taking. That's why I've been pushing that rich dad, poor dad shit on you. Get on the rich dad channel and learn the basics. And then from there, you can figure out the avenue that you want to take to achieve that. But that's what the fuck it is, y'all. It's your girl, Hey, we're on Death Row. Happy so-called New Year. Whatever. Shout out Bobby Smith. Shout out Kev Ramon. Keep doing y'all thing. I fuck with Cali Muscle too. Shout out Cali Muscle. Shout out Tabitha Brown. Shout out Yaki Awaken. Them are the motherfuckers hands down I fuck with on YouTube, period, when it comes to this healthy living. Like real shit. That's who I fuck with. So, you could probably hear my stomach growling a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get up on out of here, y'all. Wish you love. Hey, we're on Death Row. Peace.